Since we got this truck, the speedometer's been out of calibration. This is a cable drive speedometer. Without replacing it, I'm going to give you a quick run through and show you how you calibrate that. What I'm doing is I'm driving at different speeds and checking what the speedometer says against what my digital speedometer on my phone says, and I'm just making a chart of what the gauge says versus what I'm actually going according to GPS. So we'll take that data and we'll collate it. Now you want to be careful when you're using GPS to verify your speed, because there might be some lag time in the GPS. So what I'm doing is going back over my data points also and verifying that my first ones were correct. And I'm holding anytime I have a data point, I'm holding at that speed for a bit to give the GPS time to catch up in case there is lag time. So I'm making sure that my data points are as accurate as possible. So what we want to do here is check our actual speed against our speedometer readout. So I'm going to go through and get some data points to compare the two and kind of see where we're at. So I've calculated through spreadsheets and everything that matching my observed speed to my actual GPS recorded speed, I was off by about, I think, like 0.77 or something. That's the ratio I was off on the speedometer versus actuality. Well, I got an adapter. They only make certain ratio adapters. If you see, this one is stamped 0.73333. That's what this ratio is. You can fine tune with the gears and the transmission as well. But if you're lazy like me and you don't want to pull the gears out, or if you have a very large ratio you need to adapt to, you can just throw these on. This is used. I got it pretty cheap online. I do have some in a box somewhere that I cannot find at the moment, but you know it's good because it says made in the USA down there. So, and it is a Stewart Warner, so it should be pretty high quality. It does spin real nice. So I'm going to put this on, and then next time I drive the truck out and about, we'll take some accuracy readings on the speedometer and see where we're at. So let's pop this thing in there. I'll make it sound easy, but maybe it's not. Let's see what we've got. All right, so there is the speedometer cable, nice and crusty. It appears to already have an adapter on there, so I think, I don't know, I gotta clean it off a little bit and see what we have. I don't want to really put an adapter on an adapter, but I guess I could. I don't know, let's see what's on there already. Alright, here's the adapter that was in here. Let's clean this off and see if we can find anything written on it. Alright, after much degreasing, it looks like this is it's also a Stewart Warner, made in the USA, so it's an older one, I guess. It is a 6.66F. No, not 6 point. That was a spot of dirt. 666F space W10. It is a 1, it looks like. And then 1.2020X, which is probably a 1.2020 ratio. So it's already got a multiplier on there. We add the take the 0.7333 away from the 1.2. Goodness, I hate to add 2 in line, but for testing purposes, these things are expensive. Let me put it that way. They're not cheap. So I think what I'm going to do is actually, stupidly, put these in line with each other, and then if it works or if it's close, I'll get one that is the difference between these two ratios. or as close to the difference between the two ratios as I can get, and then test it out. I wonder what they were adapting for. It wasn't really a factory thing, because the factory thing would have used the gears. What were they compensating for? Well, that's about right. We're going about 40 miles an hour according to the GPS right now, so I think we finally got her calibrated. Looks like it's good at low speed too. So that was the key. So I got the speedometer calibrated pretty good. Ran it through the whole range, and it's only a few mile per hour off. The speedometer reads just a hair low, which is kind of the opposite of the way you want it. You want it to read a little high, so that if you're going a little fast, you know, you're actually going slower than you think, so you might be going under the speed limit. But I mean, we're pretty close. We're close enough for, you know, a 40-something year old truck, which is what this is. And I think for now I'm going to leave it with the 2 adapters. I should simplify that to 1 ratio adapter, but you know, it would involve getting the adapter, crawling under, and you know, swapping them all out again. So for now, that's how it's going to stay. So that's going to do it for calibrating this speedometer. We really need to calibrate the temperature gauge, but that's going to be something for a different day. I'm not too worried about that right now. Just going to have to make do with it. But right now, the speedometer is pretty close to spot on, and that was my goal. Close enough. Within 1 or 2 mile per hour is more than good enough for what I was shooting for, so I'll take it. If you want to see, we do a lot of stuff on square bodies and stuff like that on the channel. If you want to see more, feel free to subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you think down below, and as always, thanks for watching.